Yo, what up guys, I'm6 here. So let's just get started because I know you guys have been asking me for this video. And I told you guys I was going to make it and it's finally here guys. Hope you guys enjoy it and let's fucking start. So in a part 2 we ended off with Naruto and Gaara fighting it out. And same thing happened. I mean Naruto fucked up Gaara. He iced his ass. He made him fucking cry after with some emotional speech, hit you with that feels, and we're going to start off with part 3, right where the funeral happens for the Hokage. The Hokage ends up dying by Orochimaru. I mean, the Hokage died like a fucking beast, though. I mean, what was he, like 86 years old, went out like a G? But we're going to have Naruto meet up with Sasuke and Hinata in the morning for the Hokage's funeral. Same thing doesn't happen. This scene was actually in the regular series, but instead of Sakura, it's Hinata there. So we're gonna have them all meet up and they're gonna go to the funeral, and it's gonna be somewhat of an emotional moment. I mean, the village has just lost their Hokage. I mean, this is probably the longest reigning Hokage there has ever been, and they've been really dealt a strong blow, especially in their heart. I mean, this is a guy who's been leading them for the past several decades, and he's dead, and this is something that's going to leave a big void in the village, and it's apparent from the end of the funeral. So right after the funeral, everyone's cried and grieved, but there's this sense of unity that's taking place in the village. The village has not gone through something that's traumatic. They can never replicate this event, and they now know each other more for that. They know each other's pain and hardships, and they're not letting the world keep them down. They're united and they're ready to go on forward. And this really inspires the young genin that are very influenced easily. I mean, the genin see that the world's for keeps now, and they know that shit's not fucking playing ninja anymore. They're looking at what they're here to do. What's their job? Their job is to protect the fucking village. The villagers are rebuilding. That's their job. That's what they're getting fucking paid for. And they're inspired to get stronger, and this really causes the genin to get stronger in a very short period of time, I believe. So the very next day right after the funeral, we see Kakashi at the hospital with Hinata. Kakashi has escorted Hinata to the hospital because it's her last checkup day, and the doctor gives Hinata the okay. She can slowly ease back into training. Kakashi informs Hinata that she should probably go see Naruto in the woods, who's training over there by himself. He's probably fucking goofing off, so Hinata heads to the woods, and she's ecstatic and shy about that. So as Hinata's heading to the woods, she runs into Jiraiya. Jiraiya runs into Hinata while Jiraiya's doing some research, and Jiraiya is caught red-handed by a young genin, and Hinata doesn't know what to do. She's honestly flabbergasted at this point. She's confused and scared and doesn't know what the fuck is going on. All she knows is she sees this big ass pervert who's gawking at some titties. As she starts to run away, hysterically screaming, Jiraiya tries to run her down and catch her. While Jiraiya's running down and trying to catch her, he falls and trips, and he just makes a big ass buffoon of himself, which I could just imagine, which would be hilarious. So they're close to the training area where Naruto's at. Naruto hears Hinata screaming. Hinata screams louder. Naruto runs to the screams because he recognizes Hinata's voice. As he gets there, as soon as he can, Hinata runs behind Naruto, scared, and she points at Jiraiya. And Naruto looks at Jiraiya and tells him, "What did you do this time, you big fucking pervert?" Which would be so fucking funny. So we have Jiraiya, who tells Naruto, "Who is that? Is that your girlfriend? What's going on here?" And Naruto starts blushing a little bit and says, "Don't say anything about Hinata," or something like that, which would occur, I would assume. Hinata turns beet red and she passes the fuck out. And Jiraiya easily puts 1 and 2 together. Naruto being a clueless idiot, and Hinata just fucking straight up in love with Naruto, or just amazed by his brilliance or something. So Jiraiya has an idea now. He was gonna ask Naruto to go on a journey with him, a journey to find the next Hokage, because they need a new Hokage. But now he sees Hinata there too. He thinks it would be funny having both of them travel with him to find this next Hokage. While Hinata is really shy and not being an airhead really, Jiraiya runs up to Naruto and tells Naruto, "Let's go fucking on a mission." And Naruto's really confused, like, "What do you mean mission, pervert?" Jiraiya informs that they're looking for a lady with big ass knockers, and Naruto quickly just calls him a pervert. And Jiraiya tries to explain himself that the next person is very important. Not only that, he gives Naruto the incentive that he's gonna teach him a cool super A rank ninja shit, ninjutsu style fucking move. And Naruto is happy. He's like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it." After that, Jiraiya turns his attention to Hinata. He asks Hinata if she wants to join them on their journey. Naruto looks at Jiraiya and tells Jiraiya, "What do you have in mind, you big pervert?" Jiraiya informs Naruto, "It's not even like that, and stop trying to cockblock yourself, kid. I'm trying to help you out." Naruto doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He is a fucking airhead at this point still. So Hinata agrees. So we all know why this is going on. We have, you know, Itachi and Kisame fucking fighting Kakashi. All that shit's gonna happen. We're gonna really skip forward. We're gonna go to a point where Kisame knocks on the door, and we're gonna have Naruto open it. Naruto opens the door, and Kisame comes out, and Kisame looks fucking crazy and scary, and Naruto's fucking confused. So Naruto and Kisame are gonna meet each other in the hallway. Same thing's gonna happen, but this time we have Hinata who's there as well. Hinata was in the restroom. So Hinata hears what's going on, and she hears the door close, and she activates her Byakugan, and she sees what's going on. She sees that there's two gentlemen outside, and there's Naruto, and it seems like there's probably gonna be a fight. As she starts trying to approach and get closer, she sees Naruto try to activate his nine-tailed fox chakra, some kind of orange chakra, and she notices it, and she's surprised, honestly, like, what is that? Because this is the first time she's seen it, because last time when Naruto activated against Neji, she was passed out. So she has never seen this red or orange chakra that Naruto possesses. So right when he does that, she notices too that Kisame's fucking sword eats the chakra, and these people aren't normal opponents. So Hinata notices that Naruto's in trouble. She runs quickly to the door. As soon as Naruto hears the doorknob move a little bit, he yells loudly, and he tells Hinata to stay in the room, and she listens. So Naruto's figured out that these two people are no more opponents. They're strong. And we're going to have the same thing happen. We have Sasuke show up. Sasuke shows up angry and attacks Itachi and gets fucked up easily. Jiraiya comes in like a fucking gallant, and he just about to body both of them and then run away. So all that good shit's still going to happen. That main plot point's still going to happen. We're not going to have Naruto be able to defeat Kisame. Jiraiya manages to drive back Kisame and Itachi. While he's doing that, Sasuke is laying down on the floor, and he's been mind-fucked, honestly. Hinata activates her Byakugan and looks at Sasuke, and she sees that Sasuke's chakra network, especially in his head, has been fucked. He's been mentally attacked hardcore. He's been mind-fucked, honestly. So the same shit's gonna happen. Sasuke is brought back to the village. Naruto and Jiraiya and Hinata continue on the journey. Now they really need to find Tsunade to heal Kakashi and Sasuke. So while they continue on the journey, we do know that Jiraiya was teaching Naruto how to use the Rasengan, and this is something that is very crucial in Naruto's training. So this is still going to occur, but now it's going to have moments that involve Hinata. Hinata is going to be there watching Naruto train. We know that Jiraiya was teaching Naruto how to master the Rasengan with balloons, but Jiraiya wasn't holding Naruto's hand. He was leaving Naruto in the woods. And he did that for a reason, trying to make Naruto strong. Didn't want to make Naruto complacent on other people. Jiraiya wouldn't always be there for him. So we have Hinata there, honestly, we know this. But Jiraiya's going to force Hinata to not stay there with him, to leave as well. But Hinata's going to not listen. She's going to pretend to leave, and she's going to go back, which Jiraiya's going to be aware of. So this is going to allow Naruto to feel a sense of companionship, honestly, that he never felt, especially in Naruto Part 1, which I feel like hindered him a little bit. Hinata's going to be with him while he's training. She's going to keep herself hidden, but she's going to reveal herself, honestly. She's going to be there watching Naruto train, and she's going to reveal herself to Naruto, and they're going to be there, and the relationship is going to be kindled faster at this point. I mean, while Naruto's training, trying to master the Rasengan, Hinata's Byakugan's going to be watching, looking at Naruto's chakra with rotation in his hand, and trying to probably give him some advice, honestly, at this point. And this is going to be something that's going to allow Naruto and Hinata's friendship to grow a lot, exponentially. And I feel like Naruto's going to start catching feels for Hinata at this point. I mean, he has to. So days pass by. Naruto's training hard. I mean, he's trying to master the Rasengan. Hinata is there supporting him, but she's just not just sitting there on her ass. She's actually working out herself. She's training herself. She's being inspired by watching Naruto train. This is something that's going to allow her to grow a lot faster than she would have in the regular series of Naruto, I believe. But besides that, I mean, we already know where Jiraiya's at. Jiraiya's back at the village, hooking up with some prostitutes, getting some fucking tips and leads, all that good stuff. You already know what I mean. But besides that, we're going to have the special moment happen. So they go back to the village. They ran out of balloons and need to buy some more. Hinata and Naruto are at the village buying balloons, but Hinata spots a very important moment. While they're out there buying balloons for the training that they need to do, we have Naruto who starts spacing out. It seems like he's spacing out, but Hinata picks up what he's actually looking at. Naruto is staring at a father and his son, and they're sharing a popsicle stick. The dad breaks it in half and he gives the other half to the son, and they're enjoying this father-parent moment. And Hinata remembers that Naruto's grown up without a mom a dad. Hinata's had a dad, even though she's been neglected by her father, but she's had a family. She's had people looking out for her. She realizes that Naruto's kind of never had anyone. Not only that, Naruto doesn't really talk about anything like that. He lashes out and he wants attention, but he's never really spoken out about his childhood. It's something he never really does. So she starts wondering about that. So they proceed to the woods and they start training. It's the same day, they're still training. While Naruto wasn't looking, Hinata managed to buy a popsicle stick. She went back to the village, said that she forgot something while they were training, but she went back there to buy a popsicle stick. She comes back to training, watches Naruto on the floor, passed out and tired, exhausted, nearly about to give up. Hinata speaks up. I know she's shy, but she speaks up at this moment. She asks Naruto, how's everything going? And he's doubting himself, and she gives him a little pep talk like she did before Naruto fought Neji. And this really inspires Naruto. Not only that, she shows a popsicle stick to Naruto. She breaks it in half and she gives him the other half. Naruto is speechless. I mean, he's almost brought to tears. He's happy. He doesn't know how to feel about this, but at this moment, he realized that he wasn't alone, actually. I mean, there was someone there with him. This is something that he's never really had when he was young, but now during his later years of childhood, I mean, he has a team. He has teammates out there looking for him, someone who wants him to succeed, and this inspires him. I mean, he's up and ready, full of energy. Not only that, I mean, this leads to a very special moment that's going to happen. Naruto and Hinata proceed to sit down. They start enjoying the ice cream that Hinata brought them. Not only that, Naruto finally looks up in the sky and he notices it's nighttime. The stars are clearly visible. He began training around noon and it's already 10 o'clock and he starts laughing to himself that he didn't know it was nighttime already. Hinata starts laughing and she tells Naruto that he admires how hard he works and that he's someone that she looks up to. Naruto's clearly caught off guard at this point. He doesn't know what to say. There's another ninja looking up to him his own age. Yes, Konohamaru and other smaller kids have looked up to him in a certain way, but not someone his own age, not someone who knew that he was somewhat of a loser during his school. I mean, she is the same age as Naruto. She's seen him be neglected. Hinata has witnessed him be shunned by the village. Naruto proceeds to be confused and asks her, how am I someone to look up to? She tells Naruto her life, her story, that she's a Hyuga. She's from this notorious clan and she's the firstborn to the head of the Hyuga clan, and she's lost the right to be the leader of the Hyuga clan. Her youngest sister has surpassed her in talent in the eyes of her father. She's a big disgrace to her family. Even though her father shuns her, she still wants to try hard, and she tells Naruto that watching you allowed me to believe in myself. That your hard work, even though everyone neglected you, you just gave me courage to keep trying. This brings Naruto into tears and he doesn't know what to do. He's lost control of his emotions. And Hinata looks into Naruto's eyes. She notices Naruto's crying and she thinks she's done something wrong. She begins to apologize frantically, almost in tears. Naruto quickly hugs her and thanks her and tells her this is the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Hinata hugs Naruto back. She pats him on the back of the head as well. A couple of seconds go by and Naruto gets his senses back. He slightly unties Hinata from his grip and he pushes her off slightly and he tells Hinata if she's ever heard of the nine-tailed fox, knowing the answer of it. Hinata says yes. Naruto says of course you have. Who hasn't heard of that monster who killed many people? Naruto tells Hinata that he grew up without a mother and father. He was an orphan. But not only that, people in the village have always looked at him with hatred. Just when he thought it couldn't get worse, they started ignoring his entire existence. And this eventually led to him believing that even his parents didn't want him. The people that created him, the ones that are supposed to love him the most, abandoned him as well. Naruto quickly stops and tells Hinata that he's always felt loved from his parents. He may not know what they look like or how they were, but there's a sense of feeling that he carries with him, and that back then it was clouded. Naruto pauses and he takes a deep breath. Then he shouts out that he has a nine-tailed fox in his body, and it wasn't until this year that he found out why people looked at him the way they did. Hinata looks at Naruto and Naruto looks at Hinata. Naruto, feeling like he lost 1,000,000 pounds off his back, feels relieved but scared at the same time. He notices Hinata starting to smile and he's confused. Hinata then tells Naruto that I think it's amazing that you are who you've always been and you never were what they try to force you to become. Yo guys, so this is going to conclude part 3 of the series. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Drop a like if you guys want me to make a part 4. Leave a comment to let me know. Honestly, I keep making these different parts because you guys are asking me to. And I also want to know what you would change. I mean, these what if series are based on my opinion. And I knew part 3 was going to be very different from the other series. It was going to be more sentimental, and I tried to give that vibe out. Hope you guys enjoyed it, because I knew that Naruto was going to master the Rasengan, and that was a journey he did by himself. Yes, he had Jiraiya, but Jiraiya really left him alone. And I wanted Hinata to be involved in this journey because Sasuke was in the hospital. And in the original series, Sakura stayed with Sasuke. She didn't do shit. She didn't even have healing jutsu yet. She just stayed with Sasuke as support. Hinata likes Sasuke, I guess, as a teammate, but not in that way. Hinata would have been involved with Naruto's training. I wanted that to occur, and this is what I thought would occur if they were both involved in that journey with Jiraiya to find Tsunade. This journey isn't over yet. It would be finished in part 4, which I am going to make. Let me know if you guys want me to make that part 4. And on top of that, like, comment, subscribe. I don't know what else to say, guys. Happy holidays. Hopefully I make a part 4 before Christmas. And I'll see you then until next time.